So, students, tell me first. You must have come across this word, vocabulary always. What do you mean by this term? What's the meaning of this term, vocabulary? Any idea? Whatever idea you have? Jaha bhi janicha kuho. What do you mean of the term, vocabulary?
So
Sir, may I?
vocabulary means
Okay, Bhavya Chetan first.
yes, sir. So vocabulary means the study of words, or how do we speak the words?
Okay, it is not the study of words, because study of words have another name. Okay, Devarchana, probably you are trying to say something.
Sir, I was telling that vocabulary can be the use and understanding of the words.
Okay, quite close. Thank you. I will also tell you a definition for vocabulary that will help you to understand. The word vocabulary comes out of a root word. The root word is vocable. V-O-C-A-B-L-E. Vocable means that what can be uttered. So the word is uttered. U-T-T-E-R-E-D. Uttered means spoken. Whatever that can be spoken or understood, that is vocable. And the word vocabulary comes from that. Then what does that mean? Iska matlab kya hai? As Devachana was trying to point out moments back. What 8 p.m.? But okay, just a moment. My computer is writing very slow, so sorry for this. The ability of any individual or language to supply a word for expressing and understanding of any concept is called as vocabulary. In simple terms, it is the word power. Let us first understand this. I told it's the ability of any individual or a language to supply a word for expressing and understanding of any concept. Let's better understand with examples. Okay, for this I need one volunteer. Debarchana,
Yes, sir.
what is the English word for Bappa?
So, father,
Sasura?
a father-in-law,
Samudi? So now you are silent. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Because you do not have a proper word for Samudi in Hindi, Samdi in English. The English people may use words like father of the bride, father of the groom, okay, Borara Pita, Kanyara Pita, but they don't have a proper term for Samdi. So that means English is not able to supply a word to express a concept. Have you understood now?
yes, sir.
In the same manner, every language may not be able to supply a word for a concept. Example, there would be many English words for which Hindi or Odia is not possible. Let's try. So, Pratyush,
Yes, sir.
You understand the English word monitor
Yes, sir.
as in LCD monitor?
Yes, sir.
So how do you say that in Hindi?
Sir, we don't have a specific word for LCD monitor.
So that means we are not able to supply a word as a language for a concept. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So this is called the language's ability to supply a word. So for this, we have a concept called lexicon. What is lexicon? Lexicon means an exhaustive dictionary. Exhaustive का मतलब है बड़ा. Sashwati, do you understand? What is exhaustive? Exhaustive means detailed. Do you understand, Sashwati?
Yes, sir.
So what do you mean by a dictionary, Sashwati? A dictionary is a compilation, is a book which, tell me, which contains the meanings of the words arranged in an alphabetical order. A से लेकर Z तक जो words हैं, जब हम उसको alphabetically arrange करते हैं, whatever compilation we get, that is called as a dictionary. Got it? You all must have a dictionary at home, right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
What
sir.
is the name and publication of your dictionary? Is it Oxford?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay. So Oxford is a
Yes, sir.
standard international dictionary. You must be using that. But a lexicon is a bigger dictionary. Okay. A lexicon contains even greater number of words. Do you know how many words are there in your Oxford dictionary?
No, sir.
ऑक्सफोर्ड डिक्शनरी है उसमें कितने वर्ड्स हैं कितने शब्द हैं
Sir, I don't know.
for
Sir, I
this
don't.
you can look at the book leaf means the cover of the book and you will see that if it is Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary it should have 1,80,000 words 1,80,000 शब्द होते हैं if it is dictionary it should have 30,000 words. If it is a learner's dictionary, it should have pocket learner's dictionary. It should have 20,000 words. कितने शब्द? 1,00,000 approximately 80,000. But lexicons are bigger than that. Lexicons contain, when I say detailed or exhaustive, they have 8 lakhs to 10 lakh words. 8 से 10 लाख शब्द उसमें रहते हैं. Approximately 5 times than a dictionary. You get only lexicon in good libraries. If you ever get a chance to go to a good library, आपको एक बड़ा सा dictionary मिलेगा, बहुत मोटा. And it would be kept open on a table. Have you ever seen that in any library?
Yes, sir.
Where? Where did you see that?
He's at my school.
Good. So that is a lexicon.
Sir, I have seen at my school.
Okay. But, you know, English is even a bigger language. Some students ask me, Sir, why should we study English? I give you a very good reason. This is a language which has the highest number of words. ये एक ऐसी भाषा है जिसमें सबसे ज्यादा शब्द हैं. The biggest ever dictionary in English language, we call it as corpus. What is a corpus? Corpus is a compilation of all the words, phrases, idioms found in any language. Sashwati, what do you mean by compilation? Compilations means writing together, putting together. Okay? Now, who can tell me what do you mean by word? What's the meaning of the word word? Word का मतलब क्या है?
So can I say in Hindi?
Yes, no problem.
Sir, शब्द.
मतलब क्या है शब्द का?
The group of different letters which make a meaning.
A group of different letters which make a meaning. Suppose, Pratyush, I write a group of letters. Shh. Does it have a meaning?
No, sir, but this expresses a feeling that you should be quiet.
You understand, right? This has a meaning that you should be quiet.
Yes, sir.
Is it a word?
No, sir.
No. We call them non-words or non-word expressions. That means these are expressions or human expressions which are not words. Understood? Then,
Sir, I can say,
tell me.
sir, words are the group of letters which make sense.
Yeah, this makes a sense. This makes a meaning. Sure. But I told you this is not a word. So in order to become a word, there are two things required. Point number one, it should have a meaning, which you have already told, and obviously it is a group of letters, no doubt. But the second thing it needs is that a dictionary entry. Okay? If it is not included in a dictionary, it's not a word. समझ में आ गया सभी को? शब्दकोश
Yes, sir.
में इसे लिखा नहीं गया है तो फिर यह शब्द नहीं है, because it may have different meaning to different people, and words have a standardized meaning. They have a commonly accepted meaning. I hope you understand.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I have corollary. Yeah, I have another corollary question. What do you understand by the term phrase? Yesterday I discussed. Who can tell me what's a phrase?
Sir, a phrase is a sentence which makes sense but not a complete sense.
Phrase is not a sentence, dear. A phrase is an orderly arrangement of words that gives a meaning but not a complete meaning. So, in a phrase, there must be an order, there must be an arrangement, okay, which gives you a meaning. Like I told you, the bottle that I bought from the market. मार्केट से मैंने जो बॉटल खरीदा. The shoe which I polished. जूता जो मैंने पॉलिश किया. A bird from Siberia. साइबेरिया की एक पक्षी. ये जो शब्द आप यहां पे यूज कर रहे हैं, दिस इज ऑल्सो एन ऑर्डरली अरेंजमेंट. इसको आप उलट पुलट नहीं सकते. अगर आपका फ्रेज है द पेन गिफ्टेड बाय माई फादर, कैन आई मेक अ डिसऑर्डर like father pen gifted my the can I make like that? No, it has to have an order. It gives a meaning but it is missing something. तुम्हें ये हमेशा बोलेगा कि क्या, फिर उसके बाद क्या. अगर मैंने आपको कहा is working, मैंने कहा is working, it is a group of words. इसमें दो वर्ड हैं. क्या क्या है? is, working. तो फिर तुम पूछोगे सर क्या है फिर. So I have to supply another word and I will say he is working. Now it is a complete meaning. सिर्फ is working का meaning नहीं रहता. Okay? The suppose I say the roses from Bangalore. Then you will ask, sir, फिर क्या हुआ sir? Roses from Bangalore, उसके बाद क्या हुआ? So you say, if I say, the roses from Bangalore are fresh, now it is a complete meaning. So Archie, do you understand what is phrase?
Sir.
So phrases according to their nature could be of different types. They could be verbal phrases. What do you mean by verbal phrase? It would be more than one word working as a verb. For example, has been traveling. How many words are there?
So three words.
Three words.
But it is a verbal phrase. You cannot separate has been and traveling differently. The phrase could also be a noun phrase. Noun phrase, as the name suggests, it would be used as a naming word, like the football, okay, bought, B-O-U-G-S-T.
So there is typing mistake in football.
The football bought by me. So here, again, you are making 5 words and they represent noun. Sometimes it could be adjective phrase. Adjective phrase, what is adjective?
Sir, adjective is a word which modifies a noun.
Now we are talking about adjective phrase. That means a group of words that talk about the quality. Okay, for example, most expensive. Here you see there are two adjectives together. Most as an adverb or a qualifier of expensive. Like this, phrases of could be of different type. And what do you mean by idioms?
Sir, an idiom is a group of words means
Sorry, couldn't hear you completely. Could you repeat?
sir, an idiom is a group of words means a phrase that has a meaning different from the literal meaning of the words.
Yeah, but we should understand that it is a figurative speech. What do you mean by a figurative speech? Where whatever you are trying to say, Devachana, figurative speech means when you do not say anything directly. You try to speak that with the help of some words, expressions that indicate indirectly towards the concept. For example, I say black sheep of the family. BLACK SHEEP. Black sheep of the family. What do you mean by that? कभी किसी ने सुना है ब्लैक शीप?
No,
नहीं
sir.
सुना. ओडियारे केबे सुनिच काहाठू गाड़ी कुड़ांगार?
Yes, sir.
मतलब क्या है?
Yes, sir.
Sir, nalayak.
नालायक. So sheep are generally, what type of wool they have? What's the color of the wool of the sheep?
Sir, black or white.
Sir, black or white?
Mostly white. Huh? Now, suppose there is a shepherd who has many sheep, all of them are white, but then he has got a black sheep. Will he be able to use his wool?
So no, sir.
Why not? Because now the woolen garment would have a mixed color. I hope you understand. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So when I say black sheep, it refers to somebody who doesn't match to the family expectation, group expectation. ओडियारे ताकू कहंती कुळांगार मतलब कूड़रे अंगार. Okay, so this is a figurative speech. This is an idiom. Understood? Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, getting back to what I was telling, corpus is a compilation of all the words, phrases, idioms that are found in any language. English language has also a corpus. But this is a very, very big dictionary. How big? It contains more than 1.8 crore words, phrases, idioms, and expression. It is a huge volume of books. बहुत ही बड़ा वॉल्यूम रहता है बुक का. Now, I have already told you how big is English vocabulary. Now, all of you have your mother tongue, right? Most of you have mother tongue as Odia. You know how many words are there in Odia? ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ କେତେଟା ଶବ୍ଦ ଅଛି କିଏ ଜାଣିଛ?
No, sir.
How would you know? You will have to look into the Odia corpus. Huh? There is an Odia corpus and its name is Purna Chandra Bhasa Kosa. You should remember it can come as a GK. Purna
Sir, actually that book is in our library also.
Very good. So Purna Chandra Bhasa Kosha is basically the Odia corpus which contains 1,25,000 words. But English contains, as I told you, Advanced Learners Dictionary contains how many words? 1,80,000 words, right? Corpus and a lexicon contains 8 lakh words. So do you see that there is a problem between Odia and English? क्या प्रॉब्लम होगा बताएगा कोई?
Sir, in words.
What will be the problem? What will be the issue? क्या प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है?
Sir, the translation problem.
Exactly. Bhavya had got it correctly. When you try to translate many English concepts, we will not get a proper word in Odia or Hindi to speak it out. Getting? Same type of errors come. Now, this is the reason English is lingua franca. The words are huge. The word base is huge. Question is there, how many you should know? Now, that's a bigger question. Sir, हमें पता है, अब आपसे जान गए कि English is a very big word. It has many number of words. हमें कितने जानने हैं? May I know who's in this ID? Sashwat Patnaik?
Sir?
Sashwat?
Yes, sir.
Hello, Sashwat. If it's possible, keep your video turned on, okay? Well, I was trying to ask you in this, that if it is a huge language as English and it has a lot of words, if you want to write and speak correct English for the purposes of exam, for the purposes of life, how many words you should learn? कितने words तुम्हें सीखना है? Good question. Yes or no? Important question.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Yes.
fortunately, we have a research for it. The research has proven that if you are matriculate, means if you are completing 10 years of schooling, your minimum vocabulary should be 20,000. If you are a graduate or a postgraduate, your minimum vocabulary should be 40,000 in order to be able to be an expert in your field. That means you will have to increase your vocabulary to minimum 20,000 in coming times. Got it?
Yes, sir.
This
Yes, sir.
this
Yes, sir.
dictionary is called as our mental lexicon. Can anyone tell me what do you mean by mental lexicon?
So the dictionary present in our memory or the words we memorize.
Perfect. Mental lexicon refers to the word power in our brain. Okay, so that means the words that I understand and the words that I can use. Remember, vocabulary is not about knowing words. It is also, there are three components: know, understand, and use. Without these three dimensions, vocabulary is incomplete. But I would like to spend some time here for you, with you, to make you realize how does this work. मैंने कहा था कि आज का क्लास मैं आपको प्राइमरीली वोकैबुलरी और नाउन के ऊपर फोकस करूंगा, सो दैट वुड बी माय area of interest and focus today. So just a second, I'm sending it as a note in your group. Now get back to what I was trying to discuss. मैंने कुछ समय पहले कहा that vocabulary is mental ability. So if it is mental ability, how much also matters a lot. कितना, ये भी बहुत ज्यादा मैटर करता है. So we will go through a brief idea. But before that, I will like to ask you individually, what are you doing for your words? मतलब आप अपने vocabulary के लिए क्या करते हैं? Individually बताइए, कैसे, what are you trying to do to improve your vocabulary? Archie, could you tell me, what do you do?
Sir, listening English songs.
Does that improve your vocabulary or improve your sense of music?
Sir, both.
Both. Tell me which new word you have learned through the English songs that you have listened to recently.
Um,
Hmm? What's the word? कोई नया word जो आपने सीखा है recently? English songs सुनकर?
I think
If you're not able to recall and remember, probably there is not a good one. Okay? Okay, let's listen from Avantika. Avantika, what do you do to improve your vocabulary? Sashwati, no need to write anything. Yeah. Avantika, question to you. No answer. अविनव दास, अपने वोकेबलरी के लिए क्या करते हो? वर्ड पावर के लिए क्या करते हो?
reading books.
You read books. अच्छा, good. भव्य चेतन,
Yes, sir.
your vocabulary.
So I read novels.
Which one is the recent novel that you're reading?
So the strange case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Good, very nice. What about, Acha, can you tell me some words which you have recently learned from reading the novel?
Excuse me, sir.
Wait. I'll come to you, Vishwaranjan. I'm
So,
talking to...
so I have wrote that words that were hard for me, but I can't remember all the words, sir.
Okay, so this is another problem. Many words, but we are not able to remember them for long. Okay, Vishwaranjan, what do you want to say?
Sir, before me, someone has said that I have read that strange case of Dr. Jekyll and Dr. Hyde.
Yes, Bhavya Chetan. Have read that book also, have you?
Yes, sir. Sir, in our class 5 book, the last chapter is that.
Okay, fine. Thank you. But I was asking another larger question. The question is that what do you do to improve your vocabulary?
Sir, I read books.
What book you have read recently?
Sir, this book, I read stories of one book.
Okay, fine, good. And can you tell me which words you have acquired by this reading of the
Sir,
book?
three words I have found difficult, but I have written two words meaning, but one word I can't.
But do you remember those words now? at present?
Sir, I think I remembered only 2 words.
No, you are turning over your page of the copy. Don't do that. What is there in your memory? That's what I'm asking. Is there anything in your memory right now?
Sir, like it was wrath, like WRATH.
Okay, very good. Can anyone tell me what does it mean by wrath? Wrath is a sin in Christianity. In Christian religion, wrath, WRATH, is a sin. Also in Hinduism, means in Indian religion system, it is also a sin. Who can tell me what is the meaning of wrath? WRATH. You say Vishwaranjan, since you have learned the word.
Sir, it is extreme anger.
Perfect. Wrath means extreme anger, which is in India called as krodha. Very good. Next, let's listen to others. Devachana, what are you doing to improve your vocabulary?
Sir, I read books, read novels.
Which novel you are reading these days?
Sir, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
Okay, good. So, any word that you have recently learned through that?
Sir, like dual, oppositions.
Okay, good. Pratyush, what about you?
Sir, I just surf on through my school books and stories.
Mm-hmm.
I just try to find new words or whatever I find. If I find a new word, I just write it down or learn it.
Good. Now, like this in Standard 9, also you might have learned many words.
Yes, sir.
Standard 8 also, like that, huh? Now, do
Yes.
you remember those words which you had learnt in the literature books? Do you remember most of them or have you forgotten
Sir, I remember like some of them.
some of them?
Like because many words are still being used in my books. Because the same topics we have been studying since like after coming to 10th.
Correct.
Some
So,
some
perfect,
of the
perfect.
words I remember.
So, the words which are repeated, they are in your memory. Okay? Yes, Babia, you can take the break. Now, Sashwat, what class are you in right now? Sashwat, I can't hear you. Are you talking anything? You're still silent.
Sir, I am in class ninth actually.
So, how do you acquire your words? How do you increase your vocabulary?
Sir, I actually read some our school books
Apart from that,
by uh, no, sir.
okay. Thank you. Just I wanted to know. Shashwati,
Yes, sir.
what do you do to improve your vocabulary? Do you do anything?
Sir, I read stories.
You read stories. I love it when all of you said that you read some storybooks, novels, or other literature to improve your vocabulary. That's a good thing to do. Keep it up. But let me tell you, there are certain conditioning of our mental vocabulary. First of all, we should know how vocabulary works and where is vocabulary in our brain. Well, any student of science here, can you tell me what are the most prominent parts of the human brain that is responsible for storing information, memory? Where do you store information? Can anyone answer? No.
Sir, cerebrum.
Very good. So human cerebrum we know is divided into two cerebral hemispheres. And at the base of these two cerebral hemisphere, there is a zone. This zone, this is considered this to be your spinal cord, medulla oblongata, cerebellum. This zone, which I am marking, is called as corpus callosum. This corpus callosum, yes, you can go to the washroom, no problem. The corpus callosum here is the seat of the words, where we store words. This is our mental lexicon, and it varies from person to person. It varies from people to people. Now, let us try to understand how does this vocabulary work. Whenever we are trying to remember anything, we consciously acquire the words. In terms of vocabulary or word power, we may have certain problems. One is called as shortage of vocabulary in terms of expression. Let me explain it with an example. So I will pick up a volunteer. Who? Why not Pratyush? Pratyush,
Yes, sir.
I am going to tell you a concept. You will tell that in English. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Do you know that Buddha got nirvana?
Yes, sir.
What is the term in English for nirvana?
Sir, I don't know.
This is a case. Yeah, Bhabya Chetan, you are raising your hand. Tell me.
So is it salvation?
Yes, salvation is the English word. Now you see that Bhabya Chetan was able to recall a word, Pratyush was not able to recall a word. So shortage of vocabulary means our individual inability when we are unable to remember a word. Clear? Everybody understands? Second problem that people may come across in terms of vocabulary is improper vocabulary. Here, people use a word but not the very right word. Devachana.
Yes, sir.
You know that you might have seen Vaidya. Vaidya means Ayurvedic doctors
Yes, sir.
use a special type of tool to make a paste of the leaves of stone, and they take another rod and they rub it together. Have you ever seen that in picture? Yes or no? Just tell me yes or no.
No, sir.
No, you haven't seen. Okay, let's see what you might have seen. Okay. Now, you must have definitely seen when you go to the school, you put on a coat or maybe a uniform. On that, you find the name of the school is written with the help of threads. Have you ever seen like that?
Yes, sir.
What is that thing called?
Sir, I can tell.
Wait, let her try first.
Um,
Okay, Vishwaranjan, now you can answer.
Sir, batch.
No, it's not a badge.
No.
Badge is generally attached to your uniform. I am talking that it is written with the thread on the uniform itself.
Sir, embroidery.
Embroidery is the style of writing with thread. But I am asking what is that particular thing called? Which has a design, which has the name of your school written on that.
Sir, logo.
So logo?
Logo. Somebody said logo.
Sir, me.
Wait. Anybody who says logo using an improper word. That's what I was trying to tell you. What is improper vocabulary? Where you use a word but not the very correct word. The right word for that is insignia. Insignia. I hope you understand what is improper vocabulary.
Excuse me, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, can you repeat the spelling?
Okay, I'm writing it here. Insignia. Insignia. So when you use an inappropriate word or maybe a wrong word in place of another word. Got it? That is improper vocabulary. This is a problem. We may have other problems with vocabulary. Commonly students face. Vishwa, mute yourself. Devachana, mute yourself. When you have to talk, you unmute, otherwise you mute. The third problem people may have is morphology issues. What do you mean by morphology? From biology, can you tell me what do you mean by morphology? Who, anybody has studied morphology? Morphology, when you are taught biology, botany or zoology?
Sir, the change in shape of the body.
Not change in the shape of the body. It is the study of the shape of the body. Study of the external appearance of the body is called morphology. Understood? Hmm? But morphology in vocabulary has a different meaning. It refers to study of sorry, study of word forms and their use.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, the screen is not visible.
Really, is it not visible to anyone?
Sir, it's visible.
Okay, then let me change it. Doesn't matter. It's like if it's not visible to you, I think also many people are trying to scribble or maybe zoom on the screen. So that makes it complicated. So I'm getting back to an old screen that I was using moments back because I'm going to give you a lot of homework today based on that. So that's why I'm discussing so many things in so much elaboration. So sharing, once it is done, I'll write. Okay. So this much I had discussed with you. I was, why didn't it write? Yeah. I told you what are the problems that people may come across when it comes to vocabulary issues, word power issues. Okay. The first problem that I told you could be connected with shortage of words. The second problem that you may have is improper words. Third is morphological problems. This is the study of word forms and their use. Let us try to understand it with an example. Okay, suppose I have a word here written category. Category. Can anyone tell me what type of word is this? Is it a noun or adjective or adverb or a verb?
So noun.
Good. Category is a noun. Can you make it a verb?
Yes, sir.
Into a verb. Yeah. Make it.
Sir, categorize.
Very good. So that is the verb form. This is the verb form of category, that is categorize. Can you tell me what will be the adjective form?
No, sir.
Anyone else would like to try?
Sir,
Attempt?
sir, categorical.
Good. Categorical. Also, we can use categorized. SED or ZED according to the dictionary. Now, can you tell me what will be the adverb form? Can anyone try to tell me what will be the adverb
Sir,
form?
categorically.
Okay, categorically. Very nice. So now do you understand what is morphology?
Yes, sir.
Then,
Yes,
so
sir.
Sashwat, could you tell me what do you mean by morphology then? What do you understand of the term morphology? Sashwat.
Sir,
Sashwatini.
the study of the form of things.
The study of form of words as they are used in any language. And it is not only in English. Every language has its own morphology. For example, you take the word sundara, which is adjective. The noun form saundarya, the adverb form sundara bhabare, again another noun form saundarjikarana, another and the verb form sundara kariba kimba saundarya bardhana kariba. So these are all morphological forms which are used in language. English has it also. अगर हमें ये नहीं पता होगा then we will be making errors at English. And बहुत बच्चे इसमें गलतियां करते हैं, इसीलिए उनका मार्क कट जाता है. Let me tell you students one blatant truth. एक सत्य मैं आपको बोल रहा हूं when it comes to exam performances. If you try hard, put good amount of effort, scoring 90% is easy. अगर आप अच्छा एफर्ट देते हो 90% आप आराम से पहुंच जाओगे अगर आप पढ़ाई करते हो. बट फ्रॉम 90 to 91, from 90 to 99 it is the most difficult thing to do. ये जो जर्नी है 9 मार्क की ये हमेशा डिफिकल्ट रहता है. इट इज बिकॉज दिस इज एन एरिया ऑफ परफेक्शन. यहां पे गलती की गुंजाइश नहीं है. Whether it is science, mathematics, social studies, English, Odia, whatever. So for that, you will have to grab the fundamentals of everything. Morphology is a fundamental area. So अगर हमारी vocabulary problem रहती है तो इस तरह रहती है. But then again, I told you, it is not only about understanding, it is also about use. How are we able to use? When I say use, it means I should be able to write and speak. I should be able to write and speak with correct vocabulary. सही शब्द का प्रयोग करके मैं बोल या लिख सकूं, इसे हम यूजस एबिलिटी कहते हैं. ये भी हमारे बीच में कभी कभी नहीं रहता. चलो कोशिश करते हैं समझने के लिए with some example. I will try to pick up Archie this time. Archie,
Yes, sir.
okay. I am giving you a common word. Okay, why don't you pick up a common word? Okay, like money. Right?
Yes, sir.
What is money? What is the nature of word? It's a noun, adjective. What is it?
So money is a
The noun.
It's a noun. Okay. Now, I create a verb form of this. What is this word?
monetize.
Can you make a sentence using monetize? Anyone else?
Sir, I'm unable to answer this.
Okay, I'm asking to anybody else.
Sir, may I?
Yes, try. No problem.
The application is ad free and the company is not currently monetizing.
Well, your sentence is correct. But was it your own sentence or taken from Google?
Sir, it was actually in my copy, sir.
Okay. If you are trying to use it, then we should understand the exact meaning. The term monetize means converting something into money or monetary value. किसी चीज को जब हम अर्थ के रूप में रूपांतरित करते हैं उसे मोनेटाइज कहा जाता है. So I will create a sentence. For example, we are not able to monetize our goodwill that we have in market. Now, Sashwat, could you tell me what's the meaning of this sentence? What do you mean by goodwill? What do you mean by goodwill? Goodwill?
Sir, better living.
No, not better living. See, when you do any good work, people trust you, people like you. Do you understand?
The cooperative feeling.
Kind of. A goodwill is a kind of cooperative feeling, a healthy feeling where people have positive opinion about you. Why do you buy any specific product? For example, I asked you what's your toothpaste. You will say, sir, it is Pepsodent. Why do you buy Pepsodent? Because because you have a trust in the brand. You have a trust in the product. Do you understand? This type of trust is called as a goodwill. So somebody said, we are not able to monetize our goodwill that we have in the market. What do you mean by that?
Sir, please repeat again.
I have written the sentence here.
Sir,
We
they
are
are
unable
not able to like monetize their productivity.
we are not able to monetize means are not able to convert it into profit.
Profit, yes.
People like us, but we are not able to convert it into a profitable business. Are you able to understand right now?
Yes, sir.
So this ability is called use. तो स्टूडेंट्स जब आपकी vocabulary understanding और use दोनों में आए then only you have mastered that word. किसी भी शब्द को जब आप समझ सको और उसका व्यवहार कर सको तभी जाकर आप समझना कि आपका vocabulary rich हुआ है. और ये जर्नी आपकी खुद की है. Vocabulary, see, I have more than 15 years as an English teacher. And I'll tell you one blunt truth. Vocabulary is a non-transferable skill. किसी की vocabulary किसी के पास नहीं जाती. ना वो न्यूज़पेपर से तुम्हारे मन में आती है, ना वो मूवी सॉन्ग से तुम्हारे जहन में आएगी, ना वो किसी को सुनकर इंग्लिश चैनल को देखकर मूवीज को देखकर तुम्हारे मन में आएगी. ये सब काम नहीं करता. करता भी है तो बहुत स्लो करता है. बिकॉज vocabulary is a non-transferable skill. Then question comes, which is the most important question for the day, कि अगर हमें हमारी vocabulary rich करनी है, क्यों करेंगे? Because we have to write better answers. We have to keep our answers different from others.
Sir,
आप
I
कभी
have a question.
yeah, I will answer that. Let me finish this part. Think in the point of view of an examiner. मान के चलो मैं एक examiner हूं और there is an essay which you have been told to write. चलो एक टॉपिक बताओ कुछ भी. Any topic?
Sir, secularism in India.
चलो, सेक्युलरिज्म इन इंडिया, ये टॉपिक बहुत से बच्चों ने लिखा है और हर किसी ने क्या किया होगा, इसको पहले किसी ऐसे बुक से पढ़ा होगा, या फिर इंटरनेट गूगल में सर्च किया होगा, कुछ आर्टिकल लिया होगा, कुछ प्रीवियस ऐसे राइटर उनको लिया होगा, and they will write the same idea which is there in the book, essay book, internet, google or whatever. Do you understand? तो मान के चलो मैं एक एग्जामिनर हूं, आई एम इवेल्युएटिंग योर कॉपी और मेरे पास 50 कॉपी हैं, हर किसी ने सेक्युलरिज्म इन इंडिया लिखा है और हर किसी ने वही बात उन्हीं शब्दों में लिखा है, तो मुझे बताओ, इफ यू हैड बीन इन माई प्लेस व्हाट वुड बी योर ओपिनियन? तुम्हें कैसा लगेगा 40 पेपर देखने के बाद या फिर 20 पेपर देखने के बाद जहां पे वही चीज लिखा है, उन्हीं शब्दों में लिखा है, हाउ विल यू फील?
So that they have cheated.
That I will not always feel. If the words are same to same, probably I will think they have cheated. But otherwise,
Yes,
Sir,
so
it
it
is
may look like everyone have like you have the same thought process or have the same idea about secularism in India.
the idea could be the same, but when the words become the same,
They have look on their study book.
So they are not unique.
yes. In other words, I will feel bored. Simple. After 20 papers, वही चीज देख देख कर मैं उब जाऊंगा. So then what I will do? I will give you an average mark. Over. चलो 60% दे दिया, 70% दे दिया, and I will conclude the paper. I will not read it. But if you have a unique vocabulary, like somebody was trying to use the word uniqueness in your writing, you are definitely going to grab more marks. That's why usage is more important. Now, coming to your doubt or question. What?
Sir, I was having a question like if learning vocabulary from books or shows and other modes is not transferable or it's a slow process, is there any type of way we can like learn or remember the different vocabularies properly and also save our time?
This question, and it is a question relevant to all. So I would like to answer this. Yes, there are. Remember, you need to make a combination of things. One way of improving vocabulary is called intensive reading. What is intensive reading? Like Bhabya Chetan told that he is into reading novels. But when you read novels or periodicals or magazines, you actually are reading for fun, just to enjoy the story. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Type of reading are called as extensive reading. In extensive reading, you read for fun, just to enjoy that. And even if you don't understand the meaning of one or two words, you will simply skip it. हाँ ये होगा. जैसे हम कहते हैं ना, आ पूर्व वर्डटा এ আছে আর পছরে এ আছে তো এটার মানে এ হইতিব. We do or not. Sometimes we do that. Or do we always look up into the dictionary? Do we do that?
Yes,
हमेशा देखते हो?
Yes, sir.
अरे यार हमेशा देखोगे तो पढ़ोगे कैसे? You will not enjoy. Okay? एक periodical खत्म करने में तुम्हें like it'll take hours. Extensive reading is reading for fun, reading for pleasure. But intensive reading is for reading for understanding. So make a habit of intensive reading, that is reading for 100% understanding. So for this, you will take a help of a dictionary, Google Dictionary, whatever you have. And you will try to understand what does this mean. So in this, you will have a lot of doubts. Many words, many expressions, many phrases will be new to you. In prose, in poetry or anything, make a note of it. Take the help of Google, take the help of your teachers, ask me maybe, and gradually learn. लेकिन एक बार आपने learn किया, then there is the next problem. As many of you were trying to point out, our memory is volatile. What do you mean by the word volatile?
A week, so week.
We forget. Huh? Volatile means we forget. You'll remember today. After 2 days, you'll forget half of it. After 7 days, अरे पढ़ा था इसे कहीं पे, हाँ कहीं पे पढ़ा था, याद नहीं आ रहा. After 2 months, ये क्या word है? You will forget. So the only way of acquiring vocabulary is repetition. So you need to revisit your vocabulary copy. आप अपना एक vocabulary copy रखिए जिसमें आप अपने difficult words को note करेंगे, उसके meanings note करेंगे. And to become smart, what I used to do in my study days, till now also I'm a student, but when I was a student like you or maybe older to you, I used to create recordings. तो आपने वर्ड्स लिस्ट किया, उसका ऑडियो फाइल बनाओ. जब आप टूथब्रश कर रहे हो, जब आप नहा रहे हो, जब आप ब्रेकफास्ट ले रहे हो, वो ऑडियो फाइल आपके स्मार्टफोन में प्ले होना चाहिए. And you see that you will be able to repeat the words. Once the meaning is conveyed, then you try to make sentences, because making sentences is the best way to acquire vocabulary. Once you have made it a sentence, you will remember it for long. So can you, Pratyush and everyone else, try to bring these two practices at least?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
हो सकता है, आराम
Yes,
से हो.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, but we will have to begin the process systematically. So what I'm going to give you, I'll be sending you a list of nouns, okay? List of nouns that we use in various ways of life, various forms of things. आपको क्या करना है? उस noun list को cover करना है. आप उसको cover करेंगे. And whatever difficult nouns, because there are millions of nouns, जो भी difficult nouns आपको difficult लग रहा है, you highlight that, you underline that, and you try to remember the meaning of that. That is what you should do. Do not jump into a dictionary directly. देखो, जब मैं छोटा बच्चा था, when I was in standard 7, my papa gifted me a dictionary. कौन सा वाला बताऊं? Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary. इतना मोटा. Oh God, it was heavy. Papa told me this advice. Pradipta, he used to call me by my name. Pradipta, every day 10 words. कितना word? 10 word. So महीने में 300 words. साल में 3600 words. Oh my God, in 20 years you are Shakespeare. I didn't become Shakespeare because it was very boring. Because it was really very boring to learn 10 words every day and remember. And I will be always picking up difficult words. These difficult words are not mostly needed. Students, हमेशा याद रखो, vocabulary need not be difficult always. Because if you use difficult words, things may become clueless. I'm trying to write something before you. Whenever you, अच्छा, किसी का आदत है डिक्शनरी से वर्ड पढ़ना? कोई करता है आप में से?
Yes, sir.
Who does
Sir,
that?
I do.
When people look into the dictionary, they pick up words like this.
Yes, sir, like that.
मैंने 4 वर्ड लिखा यहाँ पे. Atavism, anomaly, abdicate, ataxia. Does anyone know the meanings?
No, sir.
लेकिन ये वर्ड डिक्शनरी में है. और
No,
बच्चे क्या करते हैं? पहले इसी वर्ड को टारगेट करते हैं. मुझे तो एप्पल पता है, मुझे तो अरोमा पता है, मुझे तो ये पता है, वो पता है, ये मुझे नहीं पता. But you know, you are not going to use these words mostly. Do you know what is atavism? Can anyone say? Biology student? No. Atavism is a chromosomal deformity that leads to the morphological changes in the body. Tell me, ये वर्ड आप कितने बार जिंदगी में यूज करोगे?
Sir, is it related to autism?
Yeah, autism is not atavism. It is a kind of chromosome genetic deformity. Okay, it's a deformity in the genes. But point is it a common word or uncommon word?
Uncommon word.
Sir,
But
uncommon.
we target these words first. इससे हम पढ़ना शुरू कर देते हैं पहले, which is wrong. You should target common words. That is why मैंने स्टूडेंट्स के लिए बुक लिखा है ऑक्सफोर्ड 5000. ठीक है, ये बुक का लिंक मैं आपको दे दूंगा. इट इज अवेलेबल इन Amazon Kindle. You can have it. 5000 words and their synonyms which you first should master. उससे पहले मास्टर करो. बिकॉज डिक्शनरी में 1,80,000 वर्ड हैं. आप 1,80,000 कभी याद नहीं रख सकते. तो आप क्या कीजिएगा कि आप पहले 5,000 वर्ड और उसके सिनोनिम्स को मास्टर कीजिए. That is the first step of vocabulary acquisition. So this much for the timing right now. I am going to share with you the list of the nouns. I will use English and Odia because most of you are Odia. Even if you are not acquainted with Odia, don't worry. Look into the English word. That is all for tonight. Any doubt or questions before I wrap up today's session? First of all, आज की क्लास में मुझे कुछ ग्रामर का रूल नहीं पढ़ाना था. मैंने कहा था आपको माई क्लास इज गोइंग टू बी ऑन द सिग्निफिकेंस ऑफ वर्ड्स एंड नाउन्स. तो मुझे बताओ, जो भी आपने पढ़ा, कोई डाउट है किसी में?
नो सर.
तो आपको लगता है कि हमें वोकैबुलरी के ऊपर काम करना है?
Yes, sir.
यस सर.
Yes, sir.
यस सर.
चलो ठीक है. तो फिर सो एनी क्वेश्चंस? नो क्वेश्चंस?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
what is the meaning of sir? Sir, what is the meaning of mental lexicon?
मेंटल लेक्सिकॉन इज द डिक्शनरी विद इन योर ब्रेन. और ये हमेशा छोटा होता है. ट्राई करके देखें, कोशिश करके देखो. मैंने कुछ वर्ड कहा, आपको नहीं पता, ये डिक्शनरी में है लेकिन तुम्हारे ब्रेन में नहीं है. अंडरस्टूड? So this is in the lexicon, but it is not in your mental lexicon. But if I tell you some words like psychology, zoology, do you understand these words? Yes or no?
Not sir.
Some of you may
I
understand.
don't know.
Okay. So these are some words which you will come to know. Okay. So botany is plant sciences, zoology is animal sciences, psychology is mind sciences, like that. So you see, gradually it changes. Now, it even changes. The point is that total number of words in the dictionary and the words we have it in our brain is lesser. What we have in our brain is our mental lexicon. We need to increase our mental lexicon. Okay? तो जब आप स्पेल बीज देते हो या फिर इंग्लिश क्विजेस देते हो, दे टारगेट योर मेंटल लेक्सिकॉन. और कुछ? एनी अदर डाउट?
No, sir.
चलो, thank you so much. Hope you have learned something and enjoyed the class. Have a good time, all of you. Good night. Tata.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Thank you, sir.